Oh my gosh, when you haven't played a game in forever, you get completely lost. Build. That's. No, no. I did it. I did it. Drift Finder. Oh, Dirt Finder. It appears both of us are going to end up in the world. Okay. I have become the new mayor of Caldera County in its entirety, while you are to wash my flagship billboard 30 feet above the interstate due south of Libre City, inadvertently dirtied by a process that doesn't concern you. I must confess to still harboring grave concerns as to your character, but I remain committed to your sublimity as a power washer. It would be remiss of me not to exploit the talents of someone when it's within my powers to do so. Okay. Weird. It's so weird. Real life power washer's not as fun, I'm sure. How is the audio balance when I spray stuff? Can you still hear me? Is it like crazy loud? Or is it not? Is it? I'm trying to find the button that makes it so it... Okay, that's it. There we go. I really don't need the bubbles on this thing. Why do they have to make things so difficult? They added too many buttons. Too many buttons. It's good you can still hear me. Okay. Can you hear the music? I like how this song just said don't take drugs. It's like, excuse me? I will do as I please. Okay, so that trigger does that. I want to... How do I rotate my thing? My thingamajig. Not that. Wasn't that. Okay, that's auto. I know we've had our run-ins in the past, but I think it's time that we let the water pass under the bridge, or in this case, over the highway. Okay. Wild. Balance as all things should be. Good. Good, good, good. Think of making chicken spaghetti? You step away for a few minutes and it's a different game? Yeah, so it won't let you change the difficulty halfway through a run. So I have to start a new run on easy to try to get past that fucking point, which is a big old pain in the asshole. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit through the game twice. Instead, I'm going to do it on my free time this weekend, hopefully, to get us back to speed on that playthrough so that I can finish it on stream. Which is a booty. But it is what it is. I just don't want you guys to have to sit through a bunch of the same shit twice. It's bad form, you know? Bad form. How's the basement? It's naked. But we will be starting... We're starting to do the planning on the reconstruction of it. So once we know what exactly we're doing and what kind of carpet and all that stuff, then that should be started. Which means I might have some gaps in my streams, maybe, depending. Mainly when they put up the drywall, they will have to run fans to keep it dry for a bit, to dry it out. Once that happens, I might have to take a few days off from stream, because otherwise you won't be able to hear me. It'll be nothing but like 12 fans going on in the basement. And since our basement is open all the way up to this floor that I'm on, you will hear it in its entirety. Like the long tile that look like gray wood for the floor, or are you talking about for the wall? For the floor? Yeah, we're gonna end up doing carpet again. Mainly being the fact that it is so good at absorbing sound. We're gonna try to soundproof that basement as best we can. Because like I said, all of the noise just funnels up to the other floors. So, do we risk having a flood and having to lose our carpet again? Yes. But from what they've said, the flood that we did have was like a crazy fluke. It's never happened before. Like the whole city got fucked. So we'll see. It'll be an adventure. Luxury vinyl plank tiles can be decent. When it comes to fake wood stuff, I'm a little bit more picky. Mainly because I feel like if you get... There's some fake wood flooring that just looks like shit. It absolutely looks like butt munch, and I don't want it. I also don't like how it feels on my feet. It feels all textured. I'm a texture person. I gotta... So no need for emergency slip and slide down there? Nah, not at this point. Maybe in the future we'll have a slip and slide. It was cool to have an in-ground pool for a bit, though. I will say that. It was an outrageous situation. Spend the money to get the good ones, not the cheap one. Yeah, see, I don't want the cheap ones either. So at that point, I don't know. So you've seen our basement. So it's like we want it to be nice and cozy and warm and inviting. And since I spend like 90% of my day down there doing work, like I want to make sure it's really cozy. And I just feel like when it comes to wood flooring, it's just not as cozy. Look up Carndine? What is Carndine? I'll write it down. Carndine? Okay. Indoor pool with the texture of soaking wet carpet. Yeah, that's the greatest. Oh, I just rolled this back. Oh, we got a spot over here we missed. Can't be having that. I want to figure out how to rotate this thing. Oh, that did not rotate, but that did something else. Extendo? Extendo petroleum! Nope, 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 nope. But what button does the rotato? Or was R? If you want the basement to be cozy, you should spend less time there. No. Sad. I guess you're right. I guess I just wasn't built for this kind of life. I wasn't built for the cozies. You ripped out the carpet in your basement. Hurricane a few years ago. Semi-flooded, so no more stinky absorbents. That's understandable. Especially if you're in an area that gets something like hurricanes. Like, that is a completely different situation. We're not in that. It's not like that here. Which, thank God, it's not. I would not feel comfortable living in a hurricane zone. I'd be like, no. Fuck, no. No way, no how. You couldn't, nope. Nope, nope, nope. But here, like, it was, like, unheard of what happened. So pretty much, we got a ridiculous amount of rain all at once. So much so that the ground just couldn't absorb it, and then there's so many houses that are flooded. When I say so many, I mean it was so bad here that they had to actually call in help from like Montreal and from Toronto and send people in that didn't even work for like the demo companies to try to get all the carpet out of people's houses and all that shit. Like every 3 houses someone flooded. So the insurance companies are like freaking out. Understandably so. Didn't really get affected by the hurricanes for decades, but the last 15 years have been rough. So you have videos of people wading through water trying to get out of the subway? Jesus. I just miss the days of like thinking of New York and the viral videos instead of thinking of like, well, I guess water. More so thinking about that rat that had a piece of pizza. I loved that. That was pretty cool. Okay, we're gonna take, that's not X. Does anyone know how to change the freaking game controller that it says that you're using? Because that is dumb. I don't like. Okay, we'll put this one here. Okay, what the fuck was that? Usually in interface settings. So I went to this one, and then I went, is it in gameplay? Mouse sensitivity. No. Not in video. Not in audio. Controller preset, it just has modern. Oh, fucking hell. I hate that. I'm having a rough day right now. Open task, open close. Toggle stance, jump, interact. Camera. Nozzle. Next nozzle, rotate, right. Rotate left. It looks like they got rid of it. Yeah, it doesn't look to have that setting, which is so weird. I don't understand why we would only have our base settings be Xbox. Like, don't we live in a day of modern tech where we can make whatever it is that we need it to have? Is it a newer thing? Is it really? For people to use a controller? That I guess is, wow. I don't know. I guess I didn't think about that. Maybe it is a new thing. For games to support it in the options. Maybe, Maybe I just... We'll put our controller down. We'll try this. We'll see how this feels. This might be better. Or it could be worse. Adventure. So shove Xbox in your face? No, that didn't do shit to that. Okay, so that's auto. That's not auto. This rotates that. Okay, so R rotates. What do you fucking mean? Okay, well then fine. God damn. Okay, and this one. I want to make it so my screen doesn't move. Tab. It is nice just being able to click on things. Interact, up close, dirt highlight. Task, move, sprint, toggle stance, toggle for a C. I need C. Nice. It does make more sense on here. It does make more sense. Okay. Who does Saki build? It's me. PC Games modeled the controller scheme after Xbox controller because of Microsoft. Are they getting a kickback? Like, is that kind of a situation? Or is it just like the assumption? I have no idea. I need something stronger than yellow. We need red. We need the red one. We gotta clean this place up. Bitch be dirty. These little posts kind of look like French fries. Games for Windows Live. Oh, that's fair. I guess I didn't think about that. Maybe I should I get an Xbox controller? Would that just be easier? I mean, the reason I guess I'm using a PlayStation controller is just because I got so many extra and I burned through controllers with button mashing. Go figure. Go hide your feelings and your muscles. Do it. Do it. Enjoy yourself. Get that workout in. Live your best life, damn it. Make Vegeta proud. See, some games can tell if you're running a non-Xbox controller. But fun fact, that was done because 8-bit at the NES... What? SNES style controllers? I didn't know that. I didn't know any of that. Controllers are so weird. Like, every console has to have some weird controller. I'm like, why couldn't we have a standard? It would have been so much easier. But nope, everyone's gotta be proprietary and have their own thing. And then you have stuff like, I don't know, N64 controllers are pretty weird, and Nintendo controllers in general have gone through some crazy transitions. Crazy transitions. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's my brain. You wanna do it. Do it. We'll rotate this. Rotation. Okay, this only has so much reach. I need to get all my upgrades and stuff. My PowerWash 1 was so beefy. It was so late game. I was working on all them DLCs. Here, I don't have any of that yet. I gotta get monies. Get monies. Yeah. So it doesn't need to be official Xbox? You have a third-party one from Amazon for cheap? Do you have like any weird delays with it? That would be the only thing I'd be worried about, is like sometimes when you get third-party controllers, sometimes there's just like delay, especially if it's something that is not directly wired in. Although, I will be wiring it in. Like, I will plug that thing directly into my console. By my console, I mean my desktop. So the easiest way to make it easier is just to take a paint marker and write down the letters over the PlayStation button. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that. That's not, you might be onto something. You might be onto something for weirder reasons than you might think. What? Is there a third-party controller that happens to have both key sets? Because that would be low-key funny. Like, that's a genius idea. Genius idea. Just gonna scooch on in here real quick. Yellow. Rotate. God, there's so, everything's so dirty. Oh my god, everything is so dirty. Ah, it's way dirtier than I thought it was. Oh, I hate that. I hate that for me. Okay. No. See? Why am I cleaning this guy's billboard? Sounds like he's kind of an asshat. Maybe I should let him clean it himself. That should be an option. Tell someone to go kick rocks. I'd be down for that. Ooh. This is so nice. Okay, ladder's done. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Progress, progress. This stuff is so gross. Did something explode? Like, how do we get this dirty? What happened here? This is dirtier than the guy who was stuck in that porta potty in, like, frickin', what was it, Kentucky or something? Kansas? I think it was Kansas. I don't know. Did you guys see that? And then there's a guy who was, like, in a portal potty. And probably thought it was a portal potty instead of a porta potty. But yeah, he was like super stuck in there. I've been good. Things have been a little chaotic, but you know, sometimes life is life. Not the worst thing to happen. Not the worst. How about you? How have you been? This is so good. Man, the first person who had the idea to make this game, I should name my firstborn child after them. I love this shit. I love this shit so much. It's funny in real life, if you did bottom up, you would be an idiot. Oh, very much so. You are 100% correct. But they don't do the water trickle down. If they did, that would be a game changer in this game. Like, that would be amazing if they added real life physics, I guess. But I understand why they don't. They don't want to make it too easy, right? They want you to spend your time on these levels. Enjoy it. Get to know the crevasses. Oh my god. Okay, control. There we go. Put your little booty down. You heard about people hiding in those for kinks? It was for kinks? Oh, that's wild. That's like how you die though. Like to be in the bottom of one, like with all those chemicals, like there's no way. There is just no way. Like that's ew. Good lord. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a good lord situation. Wild. You got back into watching WWE. How was it? How do you like it? Goddamn. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair. Oh, Rhea Ripley is amazing. I didn't really realize that they had such strong storylines until someone told me about it. I just thought it was pair-ups and like just general like flair, but I didn't think that it was like a soap opera for men. Not saying it's a bad thing. I find it genuinely very interesting. I just didn't know. We're gonna wibble wobble onto this side. Gotta get all these little spots. It's a little heart. Little heart to see. Close enough. So you heard that someone doing it to watch women go. Oh my god. Yeah, that's insanity. Absolute insanity. Oh my god. The girl storylines are better than the guys? Why is that? What makes them so unique? We're gonna get this pole. It's gonna look so good. I like the textures in here. I think if you have the Power Washer 1 and you decide to buy Power Washer 2, I don't know if they still do it, but I know they initially did it when it was released. They give you a discount for being so loyal, and I thought that was really cool. You don't see a lot of games do that. Like an old school loyalty discount, I was like, oh, that's really sweet. Super, super sweet. So the guys' storylines have been spectacular since the Attitude Era. Oh. Yeah. Buckingham chat. Hold on. It says Bobby Wicks. Ever heard about this new Town of the Year competition? Stacy Peachy. Muck's gonna win for Sunrises. Or for Scherzies? For Scherzies. Who says Scherzies? Persephone Wu. 100%. That other town has a statue that fires a beam from its pineal gland into a Dorbit volcano for seemingly no reason. What? Well, not anymore. Oh my god. Gudital, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Buckingham started as a hamlet for the dung collectors. There's Kitty! Duty calls. Pet. You bet your butt. Hi, Kitty baby. Hi, Ulysses. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. Wow, this thing is hot mess. Hot mess. Do I want to finish the... I should finish the undercarriage. Oh. We'll just put it here. Oh, that might not work well. Yeah. We'll fill in the gaps later. Blink. I'm shaking my whole monitor. I'm probably shaking my camera. WWE is soap operas for men. I love that. You know what? I love it not because of like, girly things for manly men. It's more so, I love that they have an equivalent. Because everyone should be able to like, enjoy some drama, you know? It shouldn't be gender locked. You should just be able to just enjoy some crazy shit. Because crazy shit is enjoyable. I don't care who you are. We all know it. It's true. Everyone wants to peep their head out the window when the neighbors are having a fight. It's just what it is. It's what it is. And Ripley joined Charlotte and Alexa's team. And Alexa put them in a really big t-shirt that wrote, our get along shirt. That's so funny. It's ridiculous. I love that. It's like millennial parenting. Big get along shirt. You want to see me play something in VR? Where you can do active actions. I don't have a VR though. Like I'd have to get a whole new system for it. It would be interesting. You know, I've done VR once, and I did it at one of those like VR places, you know. I can tell you now, I was not a fan. Not because of like anything with the games, more so I was getting motion sickness, which was unfortunate. So I don't know if it would be something that I would actually like be able to stream, because I was getting all like, ugh. But I also get kind of like icky in cars too. Fake crazy shit, real life crazy is a bit too much these days. That is fair. That is fair. Gas station sim would be cool though. I've seen Shy Lost Confused played some gas station sim, and it was pretty freaking funny. But also, anything Shy plays is just hilarious. But that's also because I just love Shy. I love Shy to freaking pieces. If you guys aren't following Shy Lost Confused, you should. She's a gem. A gem. A sassy, sassy possum VTuber gem. Well, wrestling is for everyone, but because they're only semi-famous and not full-blown celebrities, they're really approachable at Comic-Cons. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Man, that's nice. I think that's great. Especially when people like invest so much time into the storylines and everything, like to be able to meet them, like that has to be really cool. Like that just has to be nice. You like gas station sim? Hell yeah. Clean the undercarriage of these here bars. To the best of our ability. Oh my god. We're fine. Everything's fine. Careful. Caution when wet. Slippery! Okay, I don't know if I can reach that, but I can finish reaching this one. This thing has so much work to be done. So much work. The old game Overlord. I have never heard of that game. What is that? Do tell. Okay, do I rotato this and get the thing here? E. It's red. Why red? Don't approach me at a gamer Comic-Con. I'll just ignore. I wouldn't even know how to approach you. I wouldn't even know if it was you. Koi, you are like one of my favorite types of enigmas. Is probably like the best way to put it. I hardly know anything about you, but the things I do know are wonderful. Do I trust your character? Hell fucking yeah. Do I know what you look like? No. Do I know what you sound like? No. Do I know if you're actually a human? No, you could be a cat with a fancy top hat for all I know. But either way, I wouldn't trade you for the fucking world. But I also wouldn't recognize you in a sea of people, which is really odd. It's a unique thing that I feel like in this world you don't really have any sort of true anonymity anymore. Like, for how much time we all spend together, you guys know a fuck ton about me, and I know a pretty good amount about some of you. But I don't know shit about Koi. It's amazing. It's amazing. You think it's Lord of the Rings and Pikmin? But more on humor. Ooh, I like humorous things. I do. I guess we'll keep this one over here. Okay, it doesn't want to go there. Why does it not? But it can go here. Oh, is this one taller? It is. Well, this might not be for me then. God, look how strong I am. I'm like the strongest. Do I need to rotate this now? Throw that shit there at that wonky ass angle. So back when you were, you did the old Jedi group in New York. Let's see, we'd even have a few of them join us after a con for grub. Oh, that's so cool. That's really neat. I love that. I think if there's anyone that I would just love to meet at a con, it would be Hayden Christensen. I would love to meet him at a con. I love Star Wars. Anakin was like fucking dope as shit. Does he hate sand? Yeah, but like I love it. I just love it. That would be the one person I think that I would really enjoy meeting. If I could, you know, of course. With goblins? I like goblins. Goblins are cool. There we go, one beam. Very nice, we're at 29%. Not a lot yet, but we're getting there. We'll get there. Saber Guild didn't allow that kind of interaction though. So it sucks being a full, oh wow, being a fully Disney controlled group. When you say Disney controlled, do you mean like the company Disney is actually like sponsoring the group, or like just people who really like Disney? Oh yeah, what's my real name? It's Brecky. It's Brecky. Your name's Brecky. But I know a little bit about you. I do. A little bit. You met him? He did his own steps in episode. No, he did not. Did he really? He's so cool. I think he's Canadian. You know, I think if I was to ever bring something for him at a con, you know what it would be? I would bring Hayden Christensen one of those Wii remote straps and be like, hey, this is so you don't keep fucking dropping your lightsaber, bud. And I would just leave it at that. And then I'd be like, okay, bye. Take her picture and go. So Saber Guild is like the 501. Oh, it is. I didn't realize that was the case. Yeah, if anything is fully sponsored by like a big company like Disney, I'm sure that they probably wouldn't allow any of that. And Michael? You're hoping for more people know your real name once you make it more popular? Hell yeah. Well, good to know your name, Michael. Good to know, good to know. And you've got a super cool skill set. I mean, the fact that you're working on movies and stuff, and I know that you had an interest in, like, you know, making games, I think it's really cool. Super freaking dope. I'm over here just trying to exist. Ewan McGregor is cooler? I know... You know, I'd be okay meeting him, too. But ideally, I would meet them together. I mean, they're kind of a pair. Kinda. It would be unique. It'd be a unique situation. I'd be like, oh my god, it's the people. And then you would smile, you take a picture, and you'd be like, okay, and then you leave. It's just so fast. So fast, and then it's gone. Okay, so we're gonna undo this. I'm gonna, oh my god. No one even told me not to jump. How dare. How dare. Beep. Up we go, up we go. You prefer the non-fully Disney controlled groups from 2013 to the 17th? It was tough because of the costume rules. Did they have any like really weird rules? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Ah! Fine. Someone better close this hatch. It's gonna be me who closes it in a second. I don't wanna fall through. Wow, that crime is looking good. Look at that. It's got reflective properties. It looks crunchy. Like a motherfucking mud pie. Do you guys remember back in like the 90s, early 2000s, like Rainforest Cafe, like how they had like their lava cakes, but then you can also get like a weird ass dessert called dirt. And it was like pudding mixed with Oreo crumbs and gummy worms. Do you guys remember that shit, or is it just me? Sometimes I wonder, why am I only moving in? Oh, it's because that. Please hug me. Crazy stuff. Okay, I think this side is, oh, I gotta get this. Gotta get the corners. The corners. Dirt cake? You made that for all your kids, but did you really? That's kinda cute. I'm like, it's the adult version of mud pies. Well, I guess, but it's still for kids. I don't know. I don't even know. Of course, you remember Rainforest Cafe. The biggest one that you've ever been to is in Canada. I haven't been to a Rainforest Cafe since I was like, oh my god, super freaking little. Like a wee little tater tot. But I thought it was so cool with the animatronics. When I lived in Illinois, we had one at Gurney Mall. And it was like the coolest thing. The coolest thing. I remember how big the snake was, and I was like, oh, it could eat me. And I was like, this shit's not real. But I didn't know. I was a kid. I was a kid, and it was terrifying. And there was one that had an alligator, and maybe that's why I have a fear of alligators. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was always afraid that shit was gonna move and that it was gonna eat me, because we all know I'm goddamn tasty. And I'm just paranoid when it comes to that. Oh my god. So much fun, though. It's like their super mall. What part of Canada? I want to go to a super mall. Ooh, there's a bug on my... Oh, not in real life. It's just in here. Okay. You forgot about that until you said the name? Are you talking about Dirt or are you talking about Rainforest Cafe? Are they still around? Are they? I'm curious. Okay, so if Rainforest Cafe is still around, how has that not been like absorbed by the Freddy Fazbear animatronic culture? You know what I'm talking about? Because they kind of took over, what was it? Chuck E. Cheese, because you know the animatronics there. So has anyone like gone for the Rainforest Cafe, like the big old monkeys, like anything? It's kind of a curious thought. People like their thing. Oh my god, I'm so having the hardest time figuring out what height I need to be at for this. Cross the streams when you're not official. Wait. Meaning when you're non-official, you can bring in other franchises. Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. When you're non-official. I feel like Disney has so many rules. So many rules and regulations. It just kind of takes all the Disney fun out of stuff. But then again, Disney is mainly for kids. Mainly. It was interesting. I saw that new Toy Story movie. And, they are a smart company. Let me tell you what. They know what they're doing when it comes to marketing to the next generation. And when I say the next generation, I don't mean of kids. I mean the next generation of parents. So the whole mentality of like Toy Story, whatever, was it 5, 17, 24, hut hike? I'm not sure. Was that, you know, it started with technology is bad, it ruins kids' childhood, yada yada yada, and then about 3/4 of the way through it switches to maybe technology in children isn't bad. Maybe they should have both technology and traditional toys as well. And I'm like, oh man, they're just gonna try to sell every like Disney item, both digitally and like merch wise, to these kids. I'm like, holy fuck, they're working it. They are working all them angles. They're working more angles than I am in PowerWasher right now. Impressive, very impressive. You can make 60 servings of dirt cake in 2 hours? Ow, that's some hard work right there. Also, why are you feeding 60 people? Why are you feeding 60 people dirt? Oh my god. Also, the hell? So Ewan is married to Ramona from Scott. Is she? Oh my god, that's so cool. I thought she was awesome, man. Every alternative girl loved Ramona. There's no way around that. I would almost bet money on that. I really would. I really would. He is winning at life. Absolutely. And he's a millionaire. So, I mean, that's like triple, quadruple winning at life. Got money too. Damn. Money, good looks, a wife, a career. Oh my god. Yeah, he's doing fine. He's doing fine. To date, the company owns restaurants in the United States, Canada, France, has Arab Emirates, Japan, Malta. Rainforest Cafe focuses on local tourism for the majority of their income, and it's still going. I had no idea that was the case. That is impressive, to say the least. Wow. Okay, so they're still doing their thing. Nice, nice. So for example, one of the group that you're in is now a Jedi, is also a Time Lord from Doctor Who. Cool. That's really neat. I think professional like cosplayers are so freaking talented. Especially when they do all that meet and greet stuff and take all those photos. Like, that's so much work to be quote unquote on during a con. That's just hard. It's so hard to smile for like 6 hours straight, man. I'd make sure I had a helmet on. No one could see my cheek muscles shaking. Yeah, not winning in the morality sense. You didn't start proper. Oh. Well. Yeah. I feel like with the industry, the Hollywood industry, there's a lot more questionable morals when it comes to relationships or how things start. But by normal person standards, yeah, you right. You right. Kind of like the same thing with the music industry. The music industry has a lot more loose rules and looser assumptions, which is some crazy stuff. Not just like the Diddy stuff for the record, just in general. I know a good amount of musicians and like producers and stuff, and some of their stories are just insanity, absolutely insanity. I'm like, why is that normal? It shouldn't be normal. You believe it was in Eaton? Ah, the Eaton Center. Yep, that would make sense. That would absolutely make sense. Maybe if I find myself out that way, I will have to go take a trip to Rainforest Cafe. You know what is another like super kitschy, I guess, franchise, but for some reason I just love, and I always have, fucking Medieval Times. I love Medieval Times. And every time I've gone, I have always been on the Green Knight side, which is always like the bad boy most of the time, you know? But I love it. And the food is always on, it's just great. Dragon tail soup. Please, I would like another helping. I love it. I love that shit. As an adult, as a kid, always loved it. It's fantastic. So fantastic. Maybe kids do need Disney Plus accounts. Yeah, maybe they do. Disney Plus accounts, they need to get every phone app, every iPad app, of course, because it's Disney. But then we also have the Disney adults who like the Disney adult games. And then, like, you have, you know, shit, what was it? Kingdom Hearts, which was for Disney adults as well. And they're still coming out with more Kingdom Hearts. They've got their bases covered, man. When it comes to marketing and merchandising, no one does it better than Disney and Star Wars. Specifically, like, George Lucas in like the 90s. OG Star Wars. They did such a good job on merchandising. Oh, they still did, I guess, with the newer ones. But now, I don't know about now. Mainly because the more recent Star Wars are kind of poopies. Unless it's something like Mandalorian. They do a good job merchandising Mandalorian. What the fuck is this thing? Technology will always be a positive thing as long as it doesn't encroach on intelligence. TikTok is one of the bad ones. True, but when it comes to iPads and like things that are used in a way that has positive reinforcement, like video games, like kids apps, I should say, there is a lot of negative effects, like a significant amount of negative effects in regards to attention span in developmental years. Like when it comes to like basic psychology and what it does to your development on a like to your brain when you're formative, it can actually lead to some really bad things. Super high anxiety, for example, that's an issue. Not being able to focus, not being able to sit still, it can lead to aggression when you don't get your way, because that leads into the anxiety and also the short attention span, stuff like that. So there's pros and cons, to which moderation is so important. And every kid is different and every parent is different. But it's not always a good thing. I will say that. But of course, nothing in life is absolutes anyway. So it's not always a bad thing either. Get this all done. Look at these mountains. Fuck, where do you think we are? Are we in like Colorado or something? 22-year marriage he threw away. Brutal. It is brutal. But we also don't know enough about someone's dynamic, right? So what we see when it comes to celebrities is only what we are allowed to see into their lives. And there's also, like, I don't know, when it comes to celebs and like who they're dating and who they're with and when they get divorced and all that kind of stuff, I don't know. I never make an assumption that the relationship was even that stable to begin with. For all we know, it could have been a public relationship or a publicity thing. And they just stuck with it in order to give that person a certain image. Because they do that kind of shit. Which is unfortunate. But I don't know if they still do that kind of stuff or if it's gotten worse. I don't know. I ain't no doctor to celebs. Damn. Runs fair are so freaking fun. The last time I went to a run fair, I was so disappointed because the only reason I went was for a turkey leg, and they didn't even have the turkey leg vendor. He went home early because he ran out of turkey legs, so I didn't even get one. I drove like 45 minutes for a fucking turkey leg. I was heartbroken. I was like, do you guys even have chicken legs? Like, anything? No, they didn't. I was like, okay. Okay, that's fine. That shit happens in Hollywood too much. You never know what, see, that's exactly it. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. We don't know. We don't know at all. There could even be lavender marriages. Like, that kind of shit happens a lot. You gonna play this game? You would just draw massive dongs in the grime? Don't worry, I do that a lot. Usually it's boobies. Everyone loves a good pair, you know? Perfect. It's so funny. You can also, this one, PowerWash 2 has multiplayer, so you can play with your friends. And yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of that. A ton. A ton. Big old dongies. It's classic. They worked on a film together, so yes. But like I said, we don't know the inner workings of anyone's relationship, right? We're going off of assumptions that they were in a monogamous, solid relationship. It may not have been monogamous at all. We don't know. We don't know. And the thing is, we can't know. Because we're not their friends. We're not in their inner circle. We're only on the outside of and aware based off of what the media says. We get like third-party news on stuff. Living my dream. Oh yeah. 45 minutes for no turkey leg is big. I was so sad. I was so sad. Oh my god. It was it was a rough one. Let me tell you that. I was so grumpy on the way home, and it was hot. It was like 95 degrees, 70% humidity, and I was stewing, right? I was stewing. I think afterwards on the way home, I was like, I'm getting Taco Bell and I'm gonna eat my feelings. Oh my god. All that jazz. No turkey, no chicken. How about pigeon leg? Man, all they were serving was like, I want to say that what they were serving didn't even make sense. It was like fair food, but not like run fair food. It was like country fair food, like deep fried pickles. It was funnel cakes and lemonade. Like that was pretty much what you were getting. And cotton candy. I'm like, excuse me, we are at the run fair. What are we doing here? You know? You love the onion soup with garlic? Yes. I love soups. Okay, what is your top 3 soup tier? Mine would be number 1, the chicken and gnocchi soup from Olive Garden. That is the number 1. That is goated for me. Number 2, a homemade clam motherfucking chowder. Love that shit. Love it. 3 would be a good French onion soup with the baked cheese on top. Funnel cock, eh? Yeah. Funnel cock, exactly. So you know what's up. Fun is what's happening. How are you finding PowerWash 2 compared to the first one? I like the first one, honestly, a little bit better. But that's also because I've just spent the most time in the first one, right? And I thought the controls were very easy, like, there wasn't all these crazy options. This almost has too many things. Like, you've got your home base and you can, like, deck out your home base now. I don't care about any of that. Just let me spray, you know? That's kind of how I am. I'm just here for a good time, not to build a life. Nice, though. I do like them both. I really like them both. It's just my kind of chill vibe. You just gotta like wiggle it out and clean some stuff and find out about weird aliens and such. There's some weird aliens in that last one, that's for sure. What about you? Have you played both? What kind of 1800 Southern America run fair? I don't know, man. It was weird. It was weird. I was not prepared for it. It was so strange. It was so. Then I found out it was okay. There was one funny moment. So I didn't. This was like the first like run fair I went to as an adult. When you're a kid, it's a little bit different. Also, when you're a kid in the 90s, things were like mega different regardless. So, me in my mid to late 20s. Hold on. I'm established in my workplace, right? And at this time, I was a bartender. So I know a lot of people in the bartending industry. Now, what I didn't know is one of the bartenders that I knew happened to be working this run fair, but not as a bartender. As a jester, and as like doing improv comedy stuff, and they saw me, and their whole face dropped. They're like, "Don't you tell anyone." I'm like, I mean, I won't tell anyone if you could juggle these 4 things at one time while telling jokes. Like, it was just good. It was so good. Weird aliens and missing cats. Yeah, exactly. Weird aliens and missing cats. Perfect. You're not a fan of clam chowder? I love it. I don't like Boston clam chowder, though. I like the white clam chowder. I like the creaminess. Give me that shit. Oh, man. But loaded potato soup is also really good. I also like that. I could go for some soup. Maybe I should make soup. The game should have random bird poop to undo your work. That's hilarious. I kind of love that. That would be pretty good. Honestly, don't know why. Or why you would have expected to enjoy it, but you hate clams. Oh, well, if you don't like clams, yeah, you're not gonna enjoy that. Not as much as you wished. Nope, just the original Boston. OG Boston. Oh, clean, look at this goat. It's a cute little goat. With a duck on its head. Oh my gosh. These are adorable. These are cute. We got some cute stuff happening here. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. It was one of those forever soup. What's a forever soup place? What is that? What is forever soup? What does that even mean? Like, is that a thing? I don't know what that is. You'd never eat the vat of decade-old what? Okay, I'm gonna need someone to explain this. Because that just sounds nuts. That sounds so nuts. What's up, Loudon? How are you? You had soft spicy noodles and fried chicken? Oh my god, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. I think I'm gonna make chicken enoki. Yeah, I'm thinking that would maybe like a light creamy Alfredo. Maybe, mayhaps. Ooh, this is 3-dimensional lettering. This is gonna be a bitch to clean. 185 hours and play. Wow, 99. Oh yeah, that I can understand your preference at that point. What was your favorite DLC? Did you have one? I love the DLCs in Power Washer 1. I'm excited for the Star Wars one here. We'll see how it is. The only DLC that kind of slowed me down, oddly enough, was the SpongeBob one. There was the fucking Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy map was just so big. It was so big. I was not ready. I was not ready. It's that spray paint. A spray painting raccoon. Oh my god. Hannah needs to go for those women who say things to you. They pour drinks in your mouth. Oh, are you talking about the ones that are like all dirty? Not like dirty, but also like dirty. You know what I'm talking about? Is that it? Oh, there's not dirt on the sunglasses. Those are just sunglass reflections. The giant bowls of soup that they never let run out? That sounds terrible. A jester bartender? Ooh, yeah, I had so much fun. I had so much fun, and then of course, the next day that I knew they were working, I went into their bar, and I'm like, hey there, buddy. They're like, you want a beer? And I'm like, and a shot. Give me a whiskey. And they're like, okay. And I let him live it down. But I still think about those times. They were good. Soup that stays soup, as opposed to soup that turns into salad. I don't want my soup to turn into salad. But if my salad turned into soup, though, like, that would be okay. Does that count as eating a salad at that point? Like, I don't know how that shit works. Clean all this gunk. Oh. I have to be, like, on top of this thing, aren't I? Okay. What have we got? What is this? Pick up. What? Okay. Oh, it's for my butt. Put this shit up. Messy. Messy. No, not. Oh. Pro Rise. This is some fancy stuff. So for every soup is a giant vat of soup that's perpetually boiling and adding ingredients so it never runs out. Oh my god. So you're telling me it's a soup that has generational trauma? Like, this is terrifying. Do people actually... How... Okay, here's my question. How is the health inspecting going? Like, what? That's disturbing. Like, the definition of nope. So much nope that I would... Oh, you're gonna nope your way to a hospital if you eat that. Jesus, you get like a free dose of penicillin? Like... All the Fritos? I like Fritos. Fritos are good. Jeff Jefferson... Oh, the 13th. Wow. He's a fancy Jeff. The fanciest of Jeffersons. Look at that. Look at that. You continuously add ingredients to the pot and always make more soup, never washing it out. What if you had something shitty? Like, I don't know. I'm not into this. No, that's gonna be a no from me, dog. I am not gonna... No. These places need to be shut down. Like, surely they're not restaurants, right? Because, like, there's no way that health inspector would, like, approve that. Right? Right? So you think cast iron pan holds on to previous... Yeah, but you are also supposed to wash a cast iron pan. I mean, or at least, like, scrub it down with, like, salt and shit. Like, you wouldn't leave something in a cast iron pan and then just continuously eat it for years. Maybe I'm just too health conscious. I don't know. It fucking feels weird, man. Oh, I can go this way, too. I thought I was stuck in the center. Woo! Fun. Fun, fun, fun. Nice and clean. Oh! Put me up. Put me up. Put me up. Thank you. Oh. Nice. Oh, look at that. Look at that line. This is some good stuff. I need one of these. I don't know what I need it for in my life, but, like, it's just cool. It's just so cool. The only DLC that you finished was SpongeBob, so you played one of Tomb Raider and the DeLorean. See, I didn't do the Back to the Future one. I did Tomb Raider. I also did Final Fantasy. And then I was gonna slowly, like, work my way through all the other ones. But then I got stuck on the frickin' SpongeBob one. I'm in, like, the last map. I'm just like, oh, it's just too big. It's just too big. Menudo? Isn't that, like, Mexican soup? I think I got all of them, I hope. Forever Soup sounds like Charles Dickens' Tiny Tim Nightmares. Yes, that Oliver Twist, right? Something. It seems concerning. Let's put it that way. Very concerning. Oh. No, I want to use this on the other side. Can we use this on this side? Can we go over here? Blink. Can I uninstall? Like, how do I get it over here? I want the thing. Can I pick it up? Oh my god, this is good. This is so good. Oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Police. Nice. Oh. I'm on top of the world. That world was really small and a billboard in the middle of nowhere, covered in like poo. But I'd be on top of it. This is so chill, so nice. Look at the speed, man, the efficiency. The pot is always cooking. There's no chance really for bacterial growth. Ew, I don't know. I still wouldn't do it. I just feel like you'd be mixing too many flavors and it makes me nervous. There's usually a Tibetan monk in monasteries. Oh, I like Tibetan monks. That'd be cool. Are Tibetan monks? Those are the ones that are like super fit, right? And like people can try to train with them, and they like get all their like muscles beat up. Does that make any sense? Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe, maybe not. That's not Elle. Thank you so much for the bits. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Enjoy the vibes. You gotta go run a couple errands. Lurk. Aw, you were the best. Have fun riding the world of yuck. Anytime. I'll do my best to keep my head above the waters. Yes. So the rim isn't boiling, and it's constantly trickling down the back into the bottom. Ew. Well, ew. Like I said, not for me. But maybe for some other super adventurous soul who wants to test the limits of their immune system. Yes. And their taste buds at that point. All them tasty buds. Cast iron, I thought the process is 1% of the flavor profile that you get from Forever Soup, supposedly. Cast iron is wonderful. I do love cast iron, and things are very flavorful in cast iron if you take care of it well. But I also know if you kind of fuck up in cast iron and burn stuff, that burn flavor is also stuck there. So while the idea of Forever Soup, in theory, like small time theory, should work, I feel like the user error aspect would be too high for me to ever want to entertain the thought of trying it. Because it only takes one time of like scalding the soup or putting one ingredient in that's just a little bit wonky to like really do some questionable stuff. How can I vomit through my screen onto Koi's screen? That's a good question. That's a great question. D&D monks. Oh, those monks. Cool. I like those. D&D has some cool shit. I just love lore. Lore in general. Marvelous. You see talks of what you're talking about? It's okay, so it's only been women in the talks getting monk training though. I saw a guy get monk training, but it was on YouTube. It wasn't on the talks. But it was Yes Theory, I want to say, was the channel. I'm pretty sure it was Yes Theory. It would be up their alley. They were doing it, and man, they were having a rough frickin' time. But they did it. I couldn't do it. That's not for me. I like to think I could. I can't do that shit. Especially now that I know that my body is like fucking fragile as all hell. Yeah, there's no way. Dude, I can't even try golfing. Like, anything that would put crazy strain on my joints is like a hard no. I'm not even allowed to jump. No burpees for me, though. Pretty happy about that part. But it's still wild and crazy. Maybe if I was reborn in a different body, I would be okay to try being a monk. It does sound cool. It seems like it would be an interesting skill tree to work down. Okay, do I have to get on? Yup. Got the wall done, but now we gotta get the actual ladder. step ladder. Just kidding. There's no step ladder here. Well, how am I supposed to do this? This makes no sense. Can I put that on the side? I don't think it lets you. Pick up. Plates. Well, it only goes front or back. Is there anything tall enough to get this? I'm not tall enough for this. Maybe I can just exist and hang out here enough and waterfall water down to the bottom. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall. Oh, I'm like in a good spot though. Just can't entirely risk it for the biscuit. Oh, we're getting weird. We're getting weird with it. Burning it down is still an option. Wow, that's how we made Hannah do burpees? Could have yeeted her. I know, it could have. Could have, would have, should have, but didn't. You didn't finish the job, damn it. How could you not finish the job? Oh. Nice. Okay. We're partially working our way. Oh, this is so messy. Ah! Gotta make sure I get all the little feedy stools. Okay. Well, does this mean it's just the back wall then? I'm glitching it out. It doesn't know how to handle my stream. Okay, here we go. Oh, too much. A little less, little less. Nice, nice, nice. Oh. Going blind. Okay, we got it. We're doing great. We're doing great. Cool. Man, I can't believe I have to play back through all those chapters of DMC so that I can get past that freaking part. What kind of bullshittery is that? And the answer is the normal type of bullshittery. The type I don't enjoy. But that's okay. We'll do it. Well, what is this button here? What the fuck is this? What? What is that? I can't interact with it, so I don't know what that is. Weird. That's clean. Very nice, very nice. Gotta clean all these lights. But these things are expensive as fuck. Okay, we'll have to do these railings at some point. Double check all that. Oh. Hannah's stream is... It is. I noticed that you didn't get the wall behind the ladder 100%, but it auto decided it was enough. Yes, it does. That's the one thing I love about this game, is it's like, nah, we're good. Yeah, we don't need to keep doing this. I'm like, oh, thanks. Okay, well, how is this not clean? I mean, I understand why that one isn't. Okay. Stay calm. Well, why not that one? What did I miss? Oh. God, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall. So, it should be, I guess it's clean from this angle, but not all the others. Maybe, mayhaps. Is it on the back of it? Hey! It's a nice looking floor. A nice looking floor. Okay. Oh, it's because it looks like shit. That's why. What is this little, what is that? The square thing. What is this square thing trying to tell me? I don't know what does it want? Okay, we're gonna take the tub away. Move this one. Get out of here. Get over here. Okay, so we got tall boy. We'll put it right here. Climb up this. With how you aim that stream, you missed the bowl, hit the seat. Oh, yep, that's you right about that. But that's okay. Shit happens, man. We just gotta do the best we can and hope you know, there's enough toilet paper to clean up the mess after. Nice and clean, nice and clean. Woo. This guy better be so fucking happy that we're cleaning all this shit. I can't even imagine the type of bugs that they find when they power wash. If they actually like power wash things. Oh look, I can just do this. Because billboards have to be freaking filthy. Wow, looks like this one was way easier when you just do it this way. I was making it so hard on myself. I didn't even need to. No, I did. Turns out it can only help me from that far. Eep. You think the thing is a task marker? You can turn it off? Oh, that would make sense. I can see that. Okay, we've got the corners in there. Nice. The unders. We got to clean the unders. Okay, nope. There. Everything's fine. We'll just do this part first. We'll slow roll it. It'll get done. It'll be nice and pretty. So happy we got to pet that cat. It was so cute. It's the freaking cutest. Oh my gosh. So adorable. Oh. Things get spicy. Things get spicy. But I want to try to get as much as I can. I'll have to double tap this area in a second, but that's okay. We got one direction down. We still need to do the bottom part though, too. I just don't know how it would even be possible to get everything this messy. Like, it's kind of insane. By kind of insane, I mean, yo, it's insane. Okay, so this part is good. That part is no good. Rotate. Rotato. Is your weather air quality being affected by the wildfires? Yes, but it's not horrendous. I mean, it's not good. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely not good. We're experiencing some stuff, but overall, it's not horrendous. There's definitely areas that have it much worse than we do. And thankfully, your girl does not go outside often. So I don't have to worry about it too much. Too much. Oh, you know what I should do? I should be smart about this. Get that shit lined up right here. I don't know if I could jump to this though. Can I get you closer? Yay! Whee! Nice. Little line. What about you guys? Have you guys been hit with the air quality? Or have you been lucky enough to have crystal clear skies? There was definitely a few days where our sun was literally bright pink. Like neon pink. I have never seen it that way. The first thought I had is, oh shit, we angered the old gods because like this is not normal. I was like, ooh, somehow we managed to piss in somebody's Cheerios that we should not have been pissed in. A little concerning. Can I not get this guy? No? Can't That's weird. I guess it's pretty much done over here. Oh, except for right here. Pretty. Put a little bit of that. Yeah, for this one, very strongly your sky is orange. Hers is definitely a little hazy. We don't have the brightest of blues right now. But we're not orange, thankfully. Okay, well then. You think I can jump to that? Oh. So close. I almost died. But I didn't. But I almost. But we're good. Nice. You're doing so great. Fantastic job. Oh, is that one? Town of the Year advertisement, letter, and platform. The platform. Oh, it's telling me which ones are left. Is it on the bottom? Nope. Is it not gonna... Oh, I think I can see it. Can I hit it though? Can I hit it? This'll do. This'll do. You have a fire north of you, and the wind blew home some smoke yesterday. Oh, be careful. It's not good to inhale. If you can avoid it, actually, like, try your best. Not good for them little lungs, man. Not good for them lungs. You have a lightning storm? Man, I do love storms. I think storms are amazing. Platform railing post. Which post? You gonna flash? No flash? Like, how we not flashing? Can we make it so it does? Hide, clear, or cleaned. That's nice. Untrack all. So, we were missing one letter, one post, and then a rear beam. Let's see if we can figure out, I guess. This one, I guess. Be cleansed! Why must I play it so dangerously? Haha! Success! Okay, we need... Is it on the back side? Rear beam, yep. Pick up. Place it. No, it says I can't place it over here? Why can I not place it here? What do you mean? I placed it here before. Okay, that was weird. Learn from your phone said conditions for breathing will be very poor. Oh. Jeez. Very kind of them to tell you that. I can't say that. Okay, can I just like... Over here working. Oh my god, I got the beam. Sweet. Let's see how we did. Look at us go. We levitating. We're getting it done. And now we have more money, so we can do some upgrades. Air quality will reach hazardous level 4 p.m. Oh my god. Time to get massive. Jesus. That's rough. Okay, Dirt Finder. I'm sure we're both more happy to forget everything that has happened and to forget an incredible... Oh, forge an incredible future together, side by side. Well, not side by side. I'll be in front and above. Okay, dude. What? Art Deco house? Oh, we already started that. We never finished it. Continue job. I didn't even realize that. We gotta finish this Art Deco house. Look at this house. Fucking cool. Look at that cat. Double fucking cool. Yeah, bot? Store? We got $500, man. We need more equipment. Swirl force? I don't really care about this swirl. Okay, light duty washer. X-range provide powerful comparable to medium duty washers and competitors, but cost of area of effect versus this one. Great entry level washing experience. Okay, well we do want this one, but we don't have enough. But we want this one. This one. We're gonna save up for Mr. 5,000. Man, hey, my butt hurts in this chair. This chair is not meant for streaming. It is like an art chair. My butt's falling out. It's not falling out, but it's falling off this chair. Hold on, I need to get one of these little Ricolas. Oh, I think it just broke into a little piece, and I just dropped that on the floor. This is how we get ants. So Handy's booty inside. Yeah, absolutely, all the time. I wish, but sadly, nah, not necessarily tax write-off. It would be great. It would be great. These, yeah, I would be down with that. I'd be like, sir, please touch my butt. Instead, he's like, why do you always want me to touch your butt all the time? I'm like, cause it's the best. We got this thing. We're gonna, oh my gosh. It's so dirty. Look at these windows, though. The windows look so pretty when they're clean. You can see the water cascading down that. Shit. So cozy. Except for this little grime. We gotta do a little extra scrub-a-dub-dubbing in some of those places. These birds got a little too excited. Wow. Well, you can see the clouds. It's so nice. Look at the outside of this part. Slow and steady. I'm pretty sure I would have to be wearing a wetsuit for the way that I power wash. Because it would be raining down on me. Watch duty app? So many fires? Oh. You can actually watch the fires on there? Kind of get updates? That's kind of cool. Unless you're like stressed about fires, and then that would be not cool, because then you'd be afraid a lot. So this side looks good. We can go this way. I have to be careful where I step, don't I? I could fall off this house. Imagine you have like a health bar in this game, and every time you drop down, it like does mortal. Oh god, that would just suck. If I died, how many times could you die on a job? You're like, well, he paid a waiver. Your family's now gonna just have nothing. Sorry, bud. Little thing. We're doing good though. This one's cleaning fast. Like way faster than I thought it would. My bad. Please hold. Better. Not bad. It's actually insane, the scale of the fires. Man, I feel like fires have been such an issue in recent years. Like, a freaking major issue. It's a good app to have. There's a lightning app, too? Jesus, I didn't know that. I'm trying to think if I have any, like... The only app I have that deals with any of that shit is the weather app. And I just check that before I go to bed to know if can I open the windows. Is it cold enough outside? And usually I don't open the window unless it's like 60, 67 degrees. And then I'll open that window and be like, ah, fresh air. Icy cold, fresh air. Love that shit. colder it is when I go to bed, the better. Because it means that my man will snuggle me. Because if it's too hot, then he won't, and I don't like it. So I just make it as cold as possible, so he has no excuse. Done. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this little spot there. This little spot there. I will say, the second game versus the first, this one is definitely a lot more fluid. The controls are a lot smoother overall. A little less clunky than in the first game. This is nice. I get a little bit less like motion sickness with the second game versus the first. The first one I got it a little bit. This is definitely much better.
He ain't ghetto, and he definitely ain't no kid.
Oh my god, the fact that this song is sampling the guy who's saying whack is so funny. So freaking funny. A fire app sounds like it would be cool unless you're a sander. What is that? What is that? I've never heard of that in my life. Digger, you're gonna have to inform me. Inform me on this knowledge that you have. The Hound from Game of Thrones? You just happen to know that off the top of your head? You guys know the name of the dogs in Game of Thrones? Oh my god, that's impressive. That's so impressive. I have such a bad memory. Unless it's like name was Greg or something, there's no way I'd remember it. Bad dog noises. He is a person? The dog? The hound? Wait. You saying that the hound is not a hound? The best line is fuck the king. Well, I love that. You've got good energy. And the whole time I thought you were talking about a dog. He's at night that they call the hound? Does he have like a ridiculously large nose? Does he like his butt? Like, why is he called a hound? What are these criteria? See, I never saw Game of Thrones. I mean, hold on. I did see Game of Thrones, but only like an episode or two, and it was so long ago that I don't remember anything about it. So I kind of feel like I'm missing out. Like, maybe I really should take the time and watch that. Do they have other people that have weird nicknames in there? And is it like a nickname, or is it more so a title? Because I guess that kind of makes a difference, too. Oh, like a loyal dog. Oh, you tell him to go kill someone, and then he does what he's told. Man, that kind of sucks. Unless you really like killing people, and then I guess then you really enjoy it? I don't think I would survive that long in the Game of Thrones universe. I would probably just be like a bar wench. I think that's probably accurate. An accurate statement. Do you guys think that you would be able to survive Game of Thrones? Or how fast would you die if you weren't? I'd make it like until the first raid, and then I would be dead. I'd be like, oh, there I go. The last season, you can pretend doesn't exist. Was it that bad? I feel like that's the case with so many series. I remember Lost was that way too. Like, our family used to watch Lost religiously. Every Wednesday when it came out, we would watch it. And then my mom would call her bestie to talk about it. And then the last season happened and everyone was like, well, that took a weird turn, but like, okay. You'd probably be a white? What's a white? Her brother, oh, his brother's called Mountain, so it's Mountain and Hound. Wait, I've heard of Mountain. Isn't he like a big wrestler dude? Or weightlifter? Like in real life? Like the guy who played Mountain? It's magical place with lots of incest. So England or the South? If it was England, then it would be icky food. I would pick the South. At least we know that the comfort food tastes yummy. Versus England. I mean, no hating on crumpets and stuff, but like, I don't know. You think you do alright until it was hot and sticky and you had no AC, and you would just find a cliff? Kath would be right there with you. You wouldn't. We saw this meme and we were cracking up so hard. It was when you open your front door and then the music from the Barons starts to play because it's so fucking hot. And we were just cracking up. We thought it was great. It was great. He's just like, yep, no thank you. Understandably so. Oh, the Frosty Undead. Gotcha, the Spoopy Boys. The Spoopy Boys with the blue eyes, right? Man. Must have some really fucking cold hearts. But they don't look that bad. Right? Like, are those guys still humans? Or are they, like, creatures? Were they humans? I guess I should ask. There's a chance that maybe they're not. Are they, like, a race? Like elves or something? You think if you lived far enough south, kept your head down, you could make it? The Northlands? Nah, you toast fam. Fair enough. Fair enough. Over here, erasing the week with this power wash. It's so nice. This is so nice. Your family also watched Lost religiously? You know, who was your favorite person in Lost? I think mine was Hurley. Hurley was super sweet. I really liked him. I was a fan. But I will say that Lost really threw me off because I was super big into Lord of the Rings, and then Charlie shows up and I'm like, oh my god! Where's Mary? Like, we got Mary and Pippin. We got half the crew. We need the other one. Like, what the hell? So it took me a while to, like, adjust to seeing, like, one of my favorite little people in a completely different show with completely different personality. I was like, oh my god. Little adjusting. Not too much, though. Not too much. No toilet paper? Ugh. I didn't even think about toilet paper. If there's no toilet paper, I'm out. I am out. That, I would not be built for that. No, I'm not built for that. I don't know, man. Do they have bidets? Or do they not have bidets? That also makes a big difference. You know, in whether or not I want to remain alive. In that situation. You be out there adventuring and having a great time until you need the AC. Yeah. Adventuring, but then you'd have to, like, poop outside. You were out there adventuring too long, and, like, no one was clean, and why is there a trilobite on this house? What the actual fuck? That's weird. Do we need to remove this bug? Why do you have a fossil on the exterior of your house? That's a really weird flex. A more emo Lich King. Wow, a more emo Lich King? That says a lot. I mean, he's kind of emo to begin with. Definitely on the emo side. They're more like thralls? Doing the bidding of their leader. Oh, that's interesting too. Okay. And I just like... I don't even know. I don't know enough about Game of Thrones to like pick a race. Of like who I'd want to be a part of. Who can I just be like one of the dragons? Is there a dragon? I assume there's dragons in Game of Thrones, and they got the whole dragon all over the place. Can I be one of them? Or is that not a good choice? Tie between Charlie and Kate? Oh, Kate. Sawyer wasn't horrible. I mean, he wasn't really the best, though. Yeah, that wasn't the best. You know, the only person that actually consecutively got on my nerves was Jack. I was like, this guy is just kind of a dildo. Like, he's trying so hard to be quote unquote a good guy, but I'm like, I just don't like him. There's something about him that rubbed me wrong the whole time. No thanks. No thanks. Man, when that show first came out and there was that episode with the polar bear, it was like earth shaking. I was like, what do you mean there's a polar bear and we're on an island? Like, what? It was a good show. It was really good. They had me waiting for the next episode back before the days of binge watching, huh? Crazy time. Crazy fucking time. Yeah, no toilets. I need toilets. I need toilets. Unless I'm not a human. If I was a dragon, maybe it would be more acceptable to not have a toilet. You know, maybe. Mayhaps. No promises. Look at him. He's so good. So fast. He's speedy as fuck. Yeah, okay. So here we go. Get around this side. We're not going to get that roof as much as we want. Perfect. Okay, gonna get this. Keep it clean. The little edges. I don't know how I'd feel about having a house this shape. I just... Oh, God. I feel like in general it would just be a pain in the butt. Like a little bit. But it's so cute with all the glass work. I do love the glass work. But where are you gonna fucking hang your pictures? Every wall is goddamn rounded. So you got that problem with Idris Elba? Anytime you see him in a show, you want to be like Stinger Bell from The Wire, and he never is. We get so attached to characters, as we should, because characters are fucking cool. But yeah, I understand that. It's hard not to typecast in our brains. Like, who's that chick? Rodrigo? The one who plays herself in every movie? You know what I'm talking about? She's the only person who I'm like, you know what? She did it right. She did it right because I never expect her to be anyone other than who she is. Ever. Minister of Sorrow, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Weep! Look at that jump. Mad hops, mad hops. Beautiful. Now we're back. We're back to cleaning this beautiful house. All these layers, it has more layers than a fucking cake. More floors. You know, this house could have an elevator on the inside. Oh my god, do we get to clean the inside? With a power washer? That would be insane. Could you imagine being able to power wash the inside of your house? Just like, fuck all this shit. Everything's gone. You're covered in water. Sounds fun and chaotic. Like, I would be on board. I would be on board for that. If Dragon just act like birds and let it fly, I would. It would be personal. It would 100% be personal. If I was fed late, if I was like a dragon as a pet, I would 100% poop on your car. 100%. You wouldn't even have to pay me, man. I would just do it. I'd be like, oh, that person was mean to you? Okay, I got this. Pee all over their house. Be like, congratulations. Your house smells like dragon pee for all of eternity. Yay! You summoned as a guy from The Wire for so long, and then you played Luther, and now he's just Luther to you. It's a perfect role. I love that. The wonderful world and power of acting. I don't know how they do it. That is one thing that I just don't think, oh, I would, sorry, I almost fell off the cliff and then I got scared. It's also not a cliff. I don't think I'd ever be an actor. I don't think I would have the ability to pretend I was someone else. I would only be able to act as myself. Now, if you needed someone to act like Hannah in this situation, yo, I got you. But if you want me to act like someone else in this situation, nope. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's not possible. I only have one setting and it's me. It is me. Yup. Yup. Hi, Costanza. How are you? So what was happening to you? Oh, so what happened to you was an unpowered wash of your basement. Yep. It was. That was a weird situation. Man, we are so lucky. We are so freaking lucky. I wasn't going to go down and check the basement right away because I was too busy going, yay, storms. I love storms. Because I do love storms. Storms for me are super calming. Especially like being used to Tennessee storms. They hit different. They're more rumbly when you're in the mountains. Here it's a little bit less rumble. But this was a good storm. So I was like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. And Kath was like, you're enjoying these storms a little bit too much. And I'm like, oh, like, no, I'm not. I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I should go check the basement. So I did. And I'm so happy I did because I stepped down and stepped into a puddle. And I was like, you might want to throw down all of the towels we own. And that's when the chaos started. So thank God I checked because we didn't lose any of our like precious collectibles. Like we had our Odyssey sitting on the floor in the hallway down there, and that could have easily been completely destroyed. And that there's not many Odysseys left in existence, especially in the condition that we have ours in. Oh my God, I would have cried. I would have cried. That would have been such a piece of history that would have been lost. And it's just like, you can go ahead and hand me all the money in the world, but it wouldn't replace that. Like, I wouldn't have been able to replace that. So, rule of thumb, if someone's nagging at you to go check something, you should check it. You should check it 100%. Because it might save you. Indeed, indeed. Look at this clean window. You can almost see my reflection in it. Almost. Almost there. That sky looks so pretty. It almost looks too realistic. Like, I'm starting to realize with some of the newer game releases, textures and like landscapes, they are looking really, really close to just complete realism. But then like the rest of the game looks like this, right? So it's just like, it's such an interesting break in realism. Got it? Don't check anything. Let it all burn to the ground. Yep. You should go that route. If you've got really good insurance, like, I mean, why not? Why not? You'd be like, oh no! Oh, everything's gone and broken. Pay me. But then you have your rates go up and all that kind of shit. Ugh. What a pain in the ass. What a pain in the ass. Up we go. It cleans so nice though. This is such a good game. I like this game. I should play this game more often. Part of me always gets conflicted because like I love cozy Saturday games. So like, you know, obviously I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to play a cozy game. But I also constantly have like 2 to 3 games going on simultaneously between like what I make on YouTube versus what I play for stream versus if I'm playing anything off of stream. I get stuck with a lot of games, and bebopping back and forth on them is a lot. I gotta pace myself to the best of my ability. I am not one of those streamers that streams 8 hours a day and just cycles through games. That would be crazy, but I don't think I could do it. I don't know if I could be like on, you know, for 8 hours a day and just be talking for 8 hours straight. That'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. Original Batter, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hi, Hans Tolso. How are you? See Bob Ross it. 3 copies of a painting at a time. I mean, I guess you could do that. You could try it. Why not? Good morning. Gotta go human for a bit. No worries. Do your thing. I hope humaning goes fantastic and as smoothly as possible. Made a new clip you titled when your fear of the outdoors shows up and your Freudian slip. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it do be like that. I'll clean the the little edge a little bit. Oh, weird angle. Ah, perfect. Almost. There we go. Ah, window. Can I step here? Okay, I can. I just don't want to fall off a cliff. Kind of looks like a little rubber ducky in the window. But I'm pretty sure it's the van. Man, the work on these windows is just beautiful. To actually make this in stained glass would be such a pain in the butt. Specifically this rounded edge right here. This would be tough. This one would be even more tough. Actually, if you were making this in stained glass and not using like a water lathe, making this shape is almost impossible. You would have to cut it. You'd have to cut it because the pressure you'd have to put to cut out the inside ring, it would be enough to break the outside ring. Gotta love stained glass knowledge. I think that was one of my favorite side quests that I did, was becoming efficient and effective at making stained glass. So cool. I hope when I die, like, I don't know if there's an afterlife or any of that shit, nor do I really care necessarily, but I hope I get to see my stats, and I hope one of those stats is like skill trees. I just want to know all my side quests. I'll be like, damn, I did pretty good. Or could have gone farther. Like, you know, I just want to know. I want to know how I do. Am I proficient in anything? Maybe. I feel like right now, if I'm proficient in anything, it's like bullshittery. I'm proficient in taking naps effectively. You know? Not really the skill tree I thought I'd be working. The other thing that would be cool to know is how many people I've talked to and interacted with on online, like through streaming and like YouTube and stuff. I would be so curious to know how many people. That would be a crazy stat. Crazy stat, because I've been a streamer for way long. And I talk to a lot of people. So it would just be a unique thing to know. Very unique. Shows you all the unused skill points sitting there. The unused skill? Are you saying that I have unallocated skill points that I just have forgotten to spend? Where is the shop? I would like to spend them. I would. When you cut the inside curve first, if you cut the inside curve, it would break the outside. So, okay, if we're gonna, for example, this shape here, this circle, you can cut. However, if you are cutting a full circle, you would have to break in chunks the outsides of the circle in order to maintain this shape. So that being said, if you were gonna cut this inner piece, you'd have to break everything else around it in order to get that curve popped out. So these two pieces, so this outside like magnet shape and the inside shape, would not be part of the same piece of glass. Like they could not be cut next to each other because no matter what, the outside piece or the inside piece would have to be broken. So if I was to cut this outside piece, you would knock out the inside piece first, but it wouldn't knock out in this shape. So you would have to, oh God, it would be a pain in the ass. So if I'm gonna hollow this, it works on line work. So first thing I would do, I would score a line down the center after scoring this circle. And then you would start chipping it away. So you would score into the center line in like a triangle, break this piece out, break this piece out. And then you would break up until you hit that curve, break that piece out, break that piece out. And then you would try to break it as two little pizza slices in order to get this one. And then you would have to cut all the outside of this one in order to get the middle chunked. Window knowledge, yeah, it's just weird. It's so weird. Glass is finicky. Think of it like breaking chocolate. They actually talk about that a lot. When you break glass, depending on the thickness of the glass, right? So most glass you buy is going to be 1/8 of an inch thick, which is this thickness. this thickness is an eighth of an inch. So when it's that thin, it kind of snaps apart, kind of with the same amount of force you would use to break up a piece of chocolate if it's scored, right? So scoring glass and having that groove in the chocolate to break is very similar. However, if you can imagine trying to break out a piece of chocolate that is the shape of this like arch, it's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work cleanly without like taking out other parts first. So that's just kind of how it is. But on that note, now that we've had Stained Glass 101 with CosmicSaki, it is time to raid. It is time to raid, and I shall make lunch. So, let's see who we have on. Chocolate slivers. Exactly. Exactly. That's what would happen. Very much what would happen. I kind of want more of these chill vibes. We should do more Power Washer. Let's see who's on. That's not... We need to find someone English. I'm getting... For some reason, when I go to raid, I get a lot of things in German. Which there could just be a lot of German. That's totally fine. Totally fine. But... you guys can't read German. So that wouldn't work too well. Okay, ooh, we can check this one out. We're gonna raid Too Old to Be Gaming. For the record, you were never too old to be gaming. And they are doing the Star Wars one, so this will be cool to check out. Super freaking pumped. Raid the fridge. You know I'm gonna be raiding the fridge. Absolutely gonna be raiding the fridge. We're gonna go show Too Old to Be Gaming some love. Okay, so little baby update. This next week, I will do my best to get Devil May Cry back to the point where I am. Yeah, but on the slightly lower difficulty so we can get past it. Because right now I'm stuck. And there's no point pushing through. We're just I'm gonna try to make it up so that we can go back into it. But I will let you know. I will let you know. I will work hard this weekend to play that, I promise. I'm like 4 hours in. So I have 4 hours of out of stream time to get it back. It'll be fine. But I will see you guys next time. Have a great freaking weekend. You guys are the best for chilling out. I appreciate it. Okay, bye!